everybody, it's Tuesday. Time to get tweaky with some art business. Looks like P's getting out the crayons.
Well, I don't know that I'm just going to talk about them. I'm not going to do very much crayoning today, just enough so that you kind of get the idea of how I accomplished what I accomplished.
There you go, YouTube.
Because that's not what I want to do today.
Okay, anyway, this is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together, we are PM Artist Studio. Ooh.
A little vibrato there.
That was good. If y'all were impressed by that, do give those thumbsy upsies, because it only gets better from here.
Here on out.
I feel bad saying that sometimes, because I really don't know that. I mean, it's a goal. It's a goal.
The other day said, is it always this confusing?
Yeah, I know. That was
I don't
Lorraine.
know if she felt like she was confused or if we were confusing her.
All the above.
All of the above possibilities.
Possibilities. Yeah. Yep. Hey, but Lorraine came back, and I think she's falling for us.
I think she's going to be.
We endeared her.
A keeper. She's going to keep us.
That's how we do it, too. Either we're going to make you feel sorry for us or something. Anyway, get those thumbsy upsies if you would, please. Very important here in the beginning. Even if you're watching in the replay, super mucho importante and much appreciated. Please do say hello in the chat so I can say hello back, because that's the way that I know that you are here. And I'm going to say hello to y'all, because then you show up on a list, and then I can read the list. Here we go. A seminal line, that is Sue Angelus here. Art Curious by M&W. That's Miriam. She's going to hang out in the background. That's totally fine. We love it. Just, when you say your hellos in the beginning, that's how you get your hellos back. Becky, Betty, Carrie, Cookie Wookie. That's Mo, Cynthia, Deb, Diane, Eddie, Ellen, Emma, Griffinchill, that's Rhonda, Heather, Hoarder Paper Crafts, that's Mamie, Holly, Janice, Jennifer McKinnon, Carla, Kimberly, Kit, Lizanne, Lizzie Jean, Lydia, Mark Hines is in the house, Michelle with one L just popped in there, Patricia, Paula, Panka, Ricky Nordmeyer, Sandy Franklin, Safa, Star Traveler, that's Linda, Sue Davis, Tegan, The Shelley Studio, that is Margle. And if I missed you, it wasn't on purpose. Just, give me a little extra pinky hello hand like Diane Olson did there. And Mark, see, he's always got the most hellos. He's an overachiever.
He's an overachiever in the hello department. We love you, Mark.
We love you, Mark. Okay. Do you want me to go topside, or what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Okay. We're already ready for that.
I'm already ready, but I just want people to have something to look at while we're yammering. And
small
people
thing.
Want to know when the art's going to start.
So well, that's just me. Just need
the art has started.
One good showing of me.
Yeah. Are you topsiding me?
Uh-huh. You're topsided.
I'm topsided. All right. Well, I'm going to talk about these cards for a minute, but I'm going to talk about where we're going today, because Mariah and I had a lovely conversation earlier today, and
hello,
sometimes, as things get
Monica
busier and, and she's fulfilling her duties as PM Artist Studio, worker in the hive, because she really does she and Brad do the majority of heavy lifting around here.
Brad does most of the heavy lifting.
I want you to know that right off the bat. I don't. I make packets.
Yeah.
And I take that job very seriously.
Brad is the super motivator. He tells me what to cut. He stacks the orders. He cleans a majority of them. I mean, seriously, like 80%. Like when we're doing really it during the week, and then the boys do the other part. But my main job is to package them. I'm the one who writes, I put the stuff into the thing. I put them into the little baggies, make sure that you get your packet, the P does, and put the little freebie in there, and hopefully I haven't missed if you've asked for some things or this or that, and I try to make sure that stuff's taken care of, and then I, put the label on it. That's my job.
Right.
Just so y'all know.
She rides shotgun to the post office.
But Brad does a lot of the heavy lifting, majority of the cleaning, which is,
And he does all the stamps.
Yes.
That's his job. But anyway, I just, so increasingly, it's kind of one of those things that happens when you achieve success, you lose some things too. And I feel like that we have. And it makes me kind of sad in a way.
But that's why I started doing Mondays.
That's why Mariah started doing, because she felt like that she was missing out on that little creative thing. And I had such a good time yesterday. I mean, I just really did. I was right there. I was like in it. I mean, I was in the zone of this. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you're going to have to go back and watch Monday Makes. We're just going to, Mariah decided today she's going to rename it Monday Madness. Because we never know exactly what's going to happen on the Mondays. Well, we really don't know on any given day, but
that's true. It applies.
Anyhow, we talked about, that I couldn't sleep last night. I was so
motivated, inspirated
because of that dadgum thing that she made yesterday. I mean, it just like my synapses just picked up on it, and it was like it converged on this one road, and it was like, I'm serious. I was just, and I had an awesome time. I couldn't start on it last night, and that was kind of frustrating for me in a way too, because I felt like it would not do justice to the whole project and the whole way things happen here if I started that off camera. So at the end of the thing today, we're going to get into more of what's going to happen. So don't go away. And then that just, it just comes back. We talked, I wish we could record these conversations that we have extemporaneously, because those are the ones that are really, we hit on a lot of things. And I think the thing this morning, I was sitting down on the stairs and drinking my coffee, and Mariah's right outside her office. And I just, everything just kind of said, I want people to understand that when we go into, because I said, are you up for we call it the 8 project. It could be 8 days. It could be 8 weeks, months. It definitely is more than 8 hours. So we can't even, go on that. But we're entering an 8er. Yeah. Period. We don't know. I don't know.
I love it. We're entering an 8 period.
8 period.
Stay with us.
And people have remarked, that they really, they kind of get lost in the process. But I will remind you, the flower book.
Do you want me to grab it?
Flower
book.
But
everybody,
Everybody that's been here, I'll talk about that. I want to get cat lady stuff out of the way first here. Okay, so this was my, what do you call that thing, Mariah, where you make it all on one piece of paper and cut it up? Masterboard. And I never understood why people would want to be cutting down their masterboard pieces any smaller than they already are. And in order to make the size of ATC that everybody talks about, you'd have to. And so I'm going to rebel. Mm-hmm. I'm not cutting mine down anymore. This is what they are. Suck it up, Buttercup. That's the way it's going to be. Okay? So, how did these start off? These started off as my stamp off paper over here.
Yeah, and you guys, she's kind of shown this to you a couple of times as it's progressed.
Yeah. Oh, I have.
Yeah.
I have.
Debsy says #the anti-master board.
No, it's a master board. It's just not going to be an ATC.
I don't think that. Board. I don't know where you got that pressure. Well, okay. I mean, all right.
You made me do it once. You made me cut all of them down.
Here's the deal. I can't imagine.
Made me kind of sad. I'm sure I cut off some good stuff.
Oh, the ones that were going out? Well, so she caught me. Sometimes I do things without her knowledge, but then sometimes she catches me. So those little love cards that went out, I was like, dude, they are not ATC size, and that irritates me. Plus, they were just, because I feel like if you say something is a card, it is then, it should be a card stock of weight. And I had the little, blank ones, the little blank ATC, so I was gluing it to it. And I couldn't just let that stuff, hang over the edge. That is unacceptable. So I trimmed it up. But luckily, she caught me with one of the really good ones that I had actually, trimmed out, the little edge thing. and then made it look all pretty. Because I knew, like, if she did catch me, or if she saw if somebody took a picture of it, because some of y'all do that, and I love that you do that. That's totally fine. But see, the day that, you know, she catches me, she'll be like, that's not how I send it out. Sometimes she knows these things. Anyway, that's a story. I'm sticking to it. But as far as the master board goes, like, I don't think there are any rules about how you cut it down. But if you say something is an ATC, then it should be a particular size.
Well,
that's a long way of getting there.
These are not ATCs.
These are just Patricia cards.
These are master boards cut down half, half, half. No wastage.
Depends on how big your mess.
Well, this is paper size.
Paper size.
Paper size.
8.5 by 11.
Yeah, this is the size that I send you in your little packets. Now, I just want you to really appreciate these, and I'm going to hold each one of them up into the...
So, see, Rhonda says journal cards.
Journal cards. Okay, there you go. Okay. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful?
Hold it.
The little point.
There you go.
The little point of the heart's right in the middle of her forehead.
Oh, I love it. She's thinking about it, or, you know, it's just landing on her.
Yeah. She's
getting
celebrating. Her wings are flapping.
Their cat lady love.
And here. She's
kicking it to the CLL.
CLL.
Mm-hmm.
Another little CLL. Oh, and this one's kind of sad because it's like
stepping on the heart.
Stepping on the heart. Another cat lady love. You kind of have to look for her. She's right here, and she's a little squinty on that one.
That seems right.
She's winking at you. And here's kind of a creepy one. And you see the little cat eyes there, and you can see the heart where part of...
Oh, yeah. This is the creepy one. This was where the little window, the creepy window person.
I don't know. That just showed up. I didn't actually.
Right.
Well, I accentuated it once I saw it, but yeah.
Right.
One of those things. Look at that big glob of nice white
You know what? Every time we talk about faces or whatever, and I know this can get you fired up, but...
Oh, I know where you're going, Art.
When we very first started, we were in some other groups, and this is also what really prompted us starting our own group, because we're like, okay...
They kicked us out. Or we left.
We left. Before you were really trying to get kicked out at that point. And I'm like, I think we should just go.
They just ignored us, I guess. They thought they were going to.
But there was this one woman, the owner of the group, who said that anytime she saw a face, she would just obliterate it.
Well, you know,
like,
I couldn't take that one lying down. Oh, yeah, I roasted the cake. Now, once those are gone, ladies and gents, they ain't no more.
There you go. So, put these...
Limited series.
And I guess I will not be backing these. These are not necessarily cards, but they're little collage pieces.
You may have to finish them.
Piece
don't
collages.
You be cutting anything off the edges, because if I find out, you won't be getting anything else ever again.
Don't show any measurements in within.
Now, you can do it privately, and I'll never see it again.
Uh-huh.
But you just make sure that you don't. Yeah.
If you want one of those, just let me know in your order. You need to let me know in the notes. You want a CLL.
Yeah, and it's kind of a special kind of person that needs those CLLs, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start off with my...
I know.
What?
It was one of those alcohol ink groups.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember that lady's name, but...
I don't remember it either, but she was... you know, I know sometimes I am rude, and I'm not rude because I'm being... ugly. I'm just rude for, you know, get her done.
Yeah, it's not. It's not personal.
It isn't personal at all. No, if it's personal, it's on my end. Personal, not yeah. Gosh, it's sure just keep. You know, like my thyroid is overactive or something. It's choking me.
No, and it couldn't be the pound of beads you got on there. I mean,
did you notice?
Yeah, I did, okay. And I think some of those are mine.
Well, I feel that way all the time, so I know. Guess just
there you go.
Turnabout spare play. All right, so I use these hummers. This is what I did last night instead of starting the project I really wanted to start. So I got out. Then these are the ones that are the watercolors, Caran d'Ache watercolors. when you wet them, they go places.
I love that Darcy knows me. She's like, that group is on the same list that the Sam's Club is for Mariah. I love you. So true.
Yes, and we won't name.
We will not forget
other names that people that are on that. Sometimes she doesn't remember diddly squatting. I'll tell you, in certain things, she's got elephant memory for something.
I do. Rhonda says, I'm not rude, I'm honest, and you're a wuss.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically, that's right.
I guess
okay, so this started off as a brayer off.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to get it prepared for the just grab it.
Grab it.
Grab it.
Oh no. I worry when she grabs from certain areas.
Yeah, it is kind of well, of course these are exactly the same ones. I wanted the other one that had it. Oh well. You know what I'm talking about, the other one.
Yeah. There's 2 of these. These are mashup. Style 1 and 2. I don't know which one's which. I can't remember.
One has 3 and one has 2.
That is correct.
Okay, so you can see how this is going to work. This is really wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this is made for. So you want that to happen?
Becky really wants to know what group it was. I wouldn't even be able to tell you. Seriously, because this has been like...
We haven't done alcohol ink for years.
So this was early 2019.
And we showed our paper clips on there and nobody even commented on them.
Well, I don't know about that. I think we were already gone.
We were already gone?
We were already gone.
I went back and mentioned. I went back in there.
Oh, that's true. She stuck around for what? Like, yeah, you want to talk about somebody like with some things? Because I was like, we already have our own group. Why are you? She's like, I need people to know.
Poking the beast.
I need them to know that there are other things you can do with alcohol
besides
blow flowers. We're making friends wherever we go.
Wherever we go.
This is why we needed our own group. We needed people that got regular doses of us and understand.
Yeah.
What all. Yeah.
And people that can, take it a step further than what they did last week. I mean, what I said, and I know this is rude, how many flowers can you blow before you feel like you got it? I don't know. I did a couple, and I'm like, okay, I think I got
we have some hanging up in the bathroom. We're not against them.
No.
We are for them. We just wonder why you want to keep doing them.
Yeah.
Over and over and over and over again.
I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. God knows that does happen.
We're ADD artists.
Yeah, I am. Okay, so that's kind of fun, right? And I did go ahead and brush a little water on it and whatnot. And probably what I will do now is I'll go ahead and maybe give it one color. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't decided yet. Don't need to. So these are the crayons that I'm using on all of these. But I want you to look at all these. This started out as you can see the gold with the green stripe down the middle.
Yeah. And you did little circular things.
Did little, kind of just. I don't know what this is going to do because see, this hasn't been any water on it.
But that's the watercolor ones.
This is the watercolor one but once it's watered, it's boom chakalaka. It doesn't go anywhere. Everybody got that?
I don't know that I really got it, but I'm gonna.
Now this was the one that I kind of started off with because I really thinking about flowers and petals and sort of that sort of thing. And anyway, you can see on there that there's. Wherever you can see that it's gone over the kind of pearlized here. See this? You can see it was a stamp off. Maybe a little bit of a flop off that didn't work very well. Anyway. Don't get rid of those.
No.
And this one was one that Mariah gave me, and you can tell because it's on that flimsy paper. Stamp off. What? What?
Paula says. She spent all day blowing her alcohol. Such a waste. I just drink mine.
Well, I guess she may have been snorting a little bit of hers in it.
Well, I think maybe she just been around it too long and not in a well ventilated area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was, I know my desk is a mess and it just looks like.
I know. Yeah, she probably Rhonda.
I keep telling Mariah. I said, one of these days I'm going to change my paper because it's long overdue. So I was searching around down here for a better colored map that didn't have a whole bunch of stuff. I pretty well gooed them all up. That's the problem here. So I pulled this out, and I'm going, oh, look, that piece of paper stuck on there. Dadgummit, I wonder how that happened. So I pulled it off, and here.
Look at that. You had already done some of these.
And I'm telling you, this is like, I mean, I have goosebumps because this is just something that is coming together with all these little incidental things happening. So
the universe is giving her stuff to do.
The universe is giving me what I need rather than what I want. You know, they don't always coincide.
I know, that's right. And hello to everybody that has come in. I see a bunch of y'all. I think, let's see here. Hello, Cynthia, and big hugs to you. Lorraine is here. Yay. Tina Schonberg.
See this? Look at this. See these little things here? I don't know who did this stamp or what.
Yeah, that's Carrie's.
What's it? But it's absolutely one of my favorites.
I know. It's the squiggle one. I think it's squiggle or...
If you don't have this stamp, you best be going over there.
That was seriously out of...
It's absolutely the bee's knees, and I'm going to show you why in just a minute, because I'm going to do some on this piece of paper. But look at these. Aren't these colors just magnificent? And there's a little chrysanthemum out there. Here's a bigger one. Here's these cute little, remember Brad made all those cute little...
Yes, it's the blossoms.
Lotus blossoms.
No, they're the cherry blossoms.
Oh, they're cherry blossoms, but I call them
ones.
lotus blossoms because that's how I'm using them.
Yeah.
But they're cherry blossoms if you want to actually order them.
Yeah.
And there's
she squiggles.
A stencil that goes with them. But look at this. Isn't this just magnificent? And then underneath all of this is, what stencil is that?
This is by Paula, and it's the truss. There's two different ones, because there's ones that have areas that are blocked off, but it's flower truss or something like that. It'll come up in the chat here in just a minute, I'm sure of it.
Well, I really wished I could find it, because I would like to do it over the top of this thing, and then
no, it should be over there.
Yeah,
you kept one and you gave one. Because you're like, I don't...
Right. That's right. Because I was going through and I said, I don't really need both of these.
Right.
I think it's being selfish. So I'm going to donate. Okay.
So it's probably in the stacks somewhere.
Yeah. All right. So I'm keeping that aside, but I wanted you to see how absolutely wonderful this was, and yada yada.
Paging Paula.
What?
That was funny. Rhonda says, Paging Paula, we need a name check.
Are you in the house?
I don't know if Paula knows.
Yeah, she is. I don't know if she's been...
I'm pretty sure I named that one.
Alcohol.
she's drinking
No, she doesn't
it.
snort her. She drinks it.
That's right.
Okay, so I used...
Wow.
I know. Whole bunch of stamps on this one. Isn't this wonderful?
You, just did this recently, or these...
Last night when I was...
Good God, woman.
I didn't go to bed till 2 o'clock. So and I didn't get up till 11, but I'm really...
I noticed you saw.
I am like jazzed.
Flora trellis tiles, yes.
Okay, that's what that one was called?
Mm-hmm.
I'll bring it back for just a minute. And see, what I'd really like to do, I'd like to do that floral trellis over the top of this.
Yes.
Because I think that would be really cool beans stuff. And this is just more of a linear quality type thing, and I left this out in the middle because this was originally a brayer off and a flop off that weren't necessarily, and then remember I cleaned up some edges here.
Yes.
This is really
coming along
mixed
nicely.
Technique coming along nicely into that. Yeah. Okay. I love this flower, and I didn't get to use it enough. when I did, because remember we were making Christmas cards, I think.
Yes.
And it came in towards the end of the Christmas card
probably.
business.
Yeah, I think so.
And I just felt like, and I love it so much, and it looks really cool in black and white. And I don't think it necessarily, I think it's just like a year-round flower.
It totally could be. Yeah,
And
I don't think
I don't know that
screams
these
that
things came with it. I don't know who did what's it, but I thought they went well together.
So they don't come with it, but they are of the same style, and they are all by Christy Hartman. The little whoopie-doo thingies come with a different set.
Okay.
Because there's the funky flowers, and it comes with that set. And then this is the poinsettia that came after.
All right. The reason I went ahead and did this last night is because I wanted it to make sure that it's this dry because we didn't have that smudgy stuff like we did on the hearts, which was, kind of sad. Okay. Then I found this one, and a mowing ducks is one of my, I mean, it just
cool
works
stamp.
for so many different things that,
funky flower ribbon.
funky flower ribbon.
That's what the little.
Okay. Oh, this one.
And then there's some flowers and things that are all, I don't know if it's all one listing but they're all funky flower. That's what I'm trying to say. No. Yeah, that one. Yes.
This one right there.
Yes. Lisbeth wants to know, what would you call your style or your niche?
Oh, well, that's
I always kind of wonder about that because, like, when you're entering art things or whatever, that was like
nicheless.
All of the above.
Seriously. I mean, when you are a teacher.
The only thing that we don't really do between the both of us is realistic.
Yeah. I might, kind of edge that way once in a while, especially with my flower
But it's
situation.
really not.
It's not. It's because the flowers all come from, I'm not like looking at a flower to draw a flower.
And if I want realism, I'm going to take a photograph because I got a camera.
Me too. And I know how to take some photos.
Yeah.
I have some wonderful photos.
I take better photos.
Yeah. I would say my style is reactive.
I like that. That should be a shirt. I say my style is reactive. Sometimes it's volatile.
Yeah. And I haven't burned anything up yet. I did do raccoon. I totally love that. Yeah, I don't know. That's a really interesting thing. I don't think I have a style.
Yeah.
If I do have a style, I don't know what the name of it is.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Okay, I've got to show you this because this is really not rocket science or anything, but when I discover something, I just feel like I'm the first person that's noticed this, and you just have to bear with me and say, "Oh my gosh."
Hey, this is the first time she's showing this that she's done it.
That I've done it.
It's a first.
So, this is how I did these. Now look at this. Doesn't this just right now?
That.
I mean, I think it looks fabulous. So what I did was I just put these pieces of paper down like this. So I didn't have to worry about,
You are not the first to discover this or anything. In fact, Carrie Griffiths does a version of this with like Post-it notes and all sorts of things. I've seen him do it.
Okay, well, there you go. See?
But I like that this is your version of it.
This is my version. So that you don't have to worry about it. And then I put this one under this side just in case I don't. But, usually I don't care because you can see we all know that that's blowing smoke. Okay.
Did you trim up your little piece to match your brayer?
No.
Okay. You were just kind of like eyeballing it.
These pieces, and I just eyeball it.
Gotcha.
You can see I kind of went over a little bit there. And then each one is a little bit. And, sometimes it was like, I didn't pay attention to that because I wanted that middle stripe.
Lizzie Jean, raku is a type of firing of pottery.
You
It burns it and makes it look terrible.
You bisque fire your pottery, then you put your
put it in a hole,
glaze it on, and then you put a bunch of stuff in a barrel and you burn it. And sometimes it does some really cool stuff.
Sometimes it just burns it.
Jesus. Sometimes it just burns it.
This also goes on the list of the Sams and the alcoholic group. This was even before that.
Raku firing. Okay.
Of my little yellow pot, which was supposed to be a very bright, lovely yellow that ended up getting burnt.
Oh, jeez.
You still have it. Where is it? We should show it.
I don't know where it is.
I was so sad.
Oh my God. And I the minute I took it out, I was like, oh, jeez, I'm going to hear about this.
And you didn't realize
you were,
you didn't.
She was like Izzy's age.
Like the rest of
she was even younger.
I think I was younger because I was in Lubbock.
Yeah.
Okay. It was traumatic.
And there's so many things that happen, in the art realm of things
that are traumatic.
Yeah, resulted from
Yeah.
Art experience just gone awry.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so here we are. And I left my little what do we squiggles? Is that what we call this? The
Yes.
wormy thing?
Yeah, it's sketchy. It's in the sketchy series by Carrie, and it's Squiggles. Yes.
Okay, Squiggles.
And Mo has been dropping those links to all of the lovely things that we have been showing into the chat. So if you want to access those, they are over there on our website. So you can click those links, or you can come back. Hopefully, the chat has rendered by the time you're watching replay. All of those things.
Okay, now I've got some options here. I could use black, but I'm not leaning towards black on this. I'm leaning towards the red.
Yeah.
And I think I kind of need to juice it up a little bit because I was using it pretty heavy yesterday.
It's just hitting the red hard.
It's always best to juice up your pad.
Yeah. There's no reason not to be juiced up.
That's right. And remember, just keep it out in the middle because it's going to go to the outside parts.
Hey, Kathy.
Don't be afraid to
Oh, hey, Patty.
squirt a little out there. This is definitely one of those more is more.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hi, Em.
I just love that sound.
Oh, hey, Robin. Oh, yeah, a lot of y'all are popping in there. Do give those thumbsy upsies,
like
y'all.
people that run with corduroy pants on.
Oh, my God. Or I'm sure that a lot of y'all have seen that one, little meme or what. Is it a meme? I don't know. I'm getting old and I don't know what things are. But whatever. It's some little video played on the internet. And it's this woman in those pants that, I had, that peeled at the concert because I was too sweaty. But she had them on and it made like a duck sound every time she squatted. It was hilarious. Anyway, corduroys are kind of in that. They also get hot if you, run too fast.
Yeah, unless you have.
Mm-hmm.
Now, see, look at that.
Oh, wonderful, Kathy.
What?
She got her order today.
Yay. And what I like about this is it really doesn't matter if you overlap. It's an imprecisely wonderful stamp.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Now, you see what happens there. I don't think I have to finish that out for you, but you get the idea.
Well, you kind of, you re-up the black that was already on the stamp. I mean, it's sort of a reddish black is what I'm saying on your thing.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Because you didn't, yeah.
That's okay. It's burgundy.
It's burgundy.
But
like the corduroy.
You don't have to use that. You can just put your stamp down and just have it, go wherever it's going to go. But I kind of like that it's got an edge there.
Mm-hmm.
I just, for me, that, I don't know.
I like what's happening on the edge of your little, masking off piece, too. That looks pretty crazy. Looks just furry.
Oh, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I just haven't been paying attention to that.
It's like the Brayer offs of stamping.
Oh, and look at that. When you give it a good smack,
mm-hmm. It
kind of wiggles a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Thicker lines. Swoosh, yes. Oh, wonderful. Ricky got her order.
All righty. Now, I just wanted to share that because that was such a cool way to use.
Oh, good, Cynthia.
Use not only your brayer offs, but your stamps to get different effects of that. And then when you come in and you use, and I wish hell I knew where that other stencil was, but I don't. So we're just going to have to go ahead. And should I go ahead and do one?
Yes.
Talk me into it. Okay. Well, I showed you mowing duck. And now you know about that. So I think we're pretty much done with that.
Rhonda, please say that you have a picture of that.
What?
Her and her husband used to have matching parachute pants. I remember that when it was spelled big in the 80s and the whole family would just have the outfit. That did not happen in our family.
I know.
You had a pink set, though.
I had the
pink and
the
teal.
top. It was like a bomber jacket.
Yes. Isn't that funny that we both remember that at the same time?
I wish
yeah, but she didn't get me one to match her.
I'm not sure they had it for small children. You know, that was before the internet, Mariah. You had to actually go to stores.
True that. I know we weren't going to stores together.
God knows. I did it once. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do this. But I want you to look at how wonderful this is. I really think it should be retired and used as a cover.
Yeah.
What do you think, Mariah?
I agree, because we've mentioned it a couple times, and I think, it does look fabulous.
You know, sometimes that just happens.
I don't know how we're going to cut this thing. I mean, it's pretty thick at this point.
It has lots of layers on it. I mean, it really honestly does.
I wonder if Brad could cut it with the laser.
Well, I could probably cut it with his bandsaw.
Oh, yeah. Brad.
I mean, he's got tools.
He does.
He's got some power tools. All right, I want my...
Well, that was just...
Oh, and here it's got some Izzy scribbles on it. I was really sad she didn't take her flowers.
Well, we didn't know they were decorating their bags today. I thought it was all being done on Friday. I had it ready in the little heart bag and everything. She can take it with her and maybe glue it down tomorrow or something. I'm sure what the teacher probably did today, because it's raining and it's cold, so they don't go outside. I bet you she's like, "Hey kids, let's decorate the bags while we're inside."
Oh, they're bags, not boxes.
Yeah, they're bagging them this year.
Well, that's probably best. They have handles.
I have no idea. I was not consulted, nor did I want to be a part of any of the, decorating committee business.
Well, sometimes I want to, and then
We discussed this the other day. Oh, I totally want to be in charge, but people don't want to listen to me. And then I'm like, I got way too involved, and people don't want to listen.
And then, everybody feels feel like crap.
Exactly.
Trying to get this.
I agree with that, Becky.
The whole thing is going to start here in a minute. Could you square that edge up? I'm working on it, okay?
I love that.
There we go. Okay, so we have some of Izzy's scribbles out there. That's cool. And what do we want to do here? Oh, yeah, we want to, all right, now I have to think about this. Dang it. Stuff's biting the dust over here. So do I want this down? Yes, I want this down, because then I get... No, I don't want it down, because then I won't be able to get up. Well, it doesn't matter. Okay, so what are we thinking about on this?
I don't know, lady. This is your... You.
I'm just, it's a rhetorical question.
It really
I'm
is.
Speaking to myself. I'm just mentally ruminating.
I mean, color-wise, color-wise, what do I think would be spot on? Like, because you're going to just do the middle, right?
No, I'm going to do the whole thing.
You're going to do the whole thing. Well,
see?
I don't know. I think that's going to get pretty busy, but okay. Maybe. It's like dial up. I'll be connecting in a minute.
That was really good sound effects. I loved it. Okay, well then maybe, oh my gosh. Look. Holy.
I think you should go with teal. How do you have so many new things?
Those boys downstairs hooked me up. I gave Kayla, this is so cute.
Are you chatting him up?
Yeah, well, we need to have him on, because him and Joshy are
I told him he can't come on unless he shows his eyeballs.
Oh, is that what the deal is? I told him I talked to him the day before yesterday.
Yeah, well, he came in on Saturday. Yeah.
Saturday. Okay, well, I talked to him on Saturday and showed him how to do a chain stitch crochet, because he is a clothing designer. He goes and buys old clothes at
reworks
Goodwill,
them,
and he takes them apart and reconfigures them. And he did these overalls where he split them in the middle and they sewed them together so that they had a wider leg. It used the pocket on the inside of one of the. I mean, it's so cute. And did a little bleachy, kind of, I don't know, lightning bolt kind of design on the sides of the pockets. So cute. Sold them. $150. Yeah.
Very good.
And anyway, we were talking about it, and he showed me some of the patching that he was doing, just with running thing with the scissors, with the sewing machine.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of reinforced places that were a little, iffy on the used clothing. I said, you know what you need to incorporate, Caleb, is you need to use crochet on some of these holes that you have. Mm-hmm. Because what you do is you whip around the edge of the thing, and then you can come in and hook your crochet in and,
Yeah.
create a crocheted whatever. He says, "You're kidding me." I said, "No, let me show you." Anyhow.
Where were we? Oh, we were at
gymnastics.
We were at gymnastics.
Yeah.
She's chatting him up and getting
IMPs. Keeping him from getting IMPs and keeping him from doing his job. But anyway, I thought that was really important. I think that's one of the perks of this job over here at PM Art Studio, is that you are exposed to a lot of different things. All right, I agree with Mariah. I think teal is the way to go. Now, we've got some tealy options here.
Yeah, and even the metallic would be pretty cool, but I do like that. I think it's not exactly teal, but
phthalo green blush.
The second one, the English is in the second.
Vert phthalo bleu. That's my French.
Please leave comments directed to P in the comments about that.
We got some options here, folks, because see these these bands, they kind of separate, so you can come in with one color.
What's going on with you?
In one place.
What's going on with you? You've been hitting that one pretty hard.
Rabbit thumping. I know I have. Okay, so we're going to come in here with that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to come in here with, where is my other, really, this blue, which is turquoise blue.
Oh, I like this. This is going to be cool. And I think this was a better choice as far as the stencil goes, because you have some wider blocks on that piece that you're going to be, tweaking. So I think this was a better thing versus just the 3 of the other mashup.
Cheaper the paint, the more you whack it.
I don't have any comments on that. I mean, I do, but I can't say that.
Setting you up, Eddie. Alrighty.
Hello, now, Gina, and hello, Kathy.
Just use your regular old brayer. It's best to unstick it. What I got going on here, yeah.
The answer, Deb, is both of them.
What?
She says, I agonize over which mashup to order.
Oh.
See, yeah, and Rhonda just said the same thing. She says the answer is both.
Yeah, you can't have... You honestly do have to have both.
And I have told Brad, I said, he needs to make some other mashups, but...
with different stuff inside them.
I just don't know, which ones, and... he could even take... So we have the... we have the strips.
Oh, yeah.
But... we could take those sets and kind of apply those to the mashups.
Absolutely.
Because it still would be different, and I think some people would really like that.
Oh, I think you're absolutely 100% right. Okay, I'm going to give that to Mariah and have her rip it off before we have to, go to the bathroom and scrub it off.
There we go. Well, I was going to paint, so that... very pretty. I think you got me blue. Thank you.
Blue-hoo.
Blue-hoo.
Now, see why I like my 9x12? I don't have to worry about going off. I'm really considering making all of mine 9x12s.
Oh, good God.
Oh, you're up for it, Mariah.
I don't know, lady.
Well, we'll start with the 14 because I really don't like it.
Oh, you mean cut it?
Cut it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I can do that. I just thought you were... Never mind what I thought you were saying. I was off on a different thing. I don't know where to put this.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, that's spot on. Look at that. That is so cool.
I knew it would be. I just knew it would be. Okay, now we've got this one over here that's kind of but I don't know. We've got some drawing going on here. So we're going to have to go with a plan B, which I am thinking, I don't know. We might get a little mix up here. So
yeah,
it's okay.
Oh. I will pass that information along, Becky.
This is Dina Dinah with airbrush.
She's working like a champ again.
Well, yeah, she is. I'm carefully. I know I'm going to get some mixing up of the I decided I'm going to go with a different one. I'm going to go with this blah pink one.
Yeah, I think yeah, that's a good choice.
Rather than the red, because the red, I think, kind of needs its own color.
Yeah, kind of like what you just did.
Yeah.
With the blues.
And I did tell you about how to get the little lid off of this little jobby. You got to take your pliers
and pluck it out of there.
And you want to be real careful. What I did is I put
oh, did you put like a napkin or something around it?
This stuff.
Oh.
I mean, I just had it. And I put some of that around there to kind of prevent it from, totally.
Hey, Dawn.
Mussing up the tip. And it comes off really rather easily once you do that.
Ooh. Well, that's interesting.
Isn't it?
Would you like to discuss why that happened? You know I want to.
Oh, come on, Mariah. I'll just let her show off.
Okay, so...
See, look at the shiny stuff.
One of the things we talk about quite often, and we say paint to paint. Well, this is a prime example of paint to paint, and the reason that stayed back on the plate there is because that strip in the middle was where the brayer off situation was happening versus the outer parts where the paper was happening. Look at you, Vanna. Good job, girl. All right, we're on fire today.
My red
pointy
pointy thing, it would have been even. Okay, so that's what happened there.
Yeah.
But look at this. Isn't that just absolutely...
So it took some of it up, but because it's paint to paint, it leaves a fair amount back.
Yeah, and now we still have something there, which we can then come in, and let's see what we've got here that we can... I don't think that's going to look
Shannon?
Christmassy. I'm not... Okay, I think we're just going to go ahead. We're going to get this up. And what we're going to get... Oh, look at how gorgeous this is.
Mm-hmm.
See, you already got a starter.
Yeah.
This is like the keep... Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like sourdough starter.
Yes.
Keeps on giving. I pulled one of these little jobbers off.
Phone's making noises over there.
Oh, it's just bitching and moaning that,
It came on and...
wants me to give the password. I'm like, well...
Why do you want that?
What do you want that for? You're just going to go dark on me as soon as I have a conversing with that phone, and
I think your phone
not nice.
It's messing with you.
It is. I feel like it is.
It boings on and says boing.
Hank, yeah, I'm ready. Fooled you once again. Just kidding.
The conspiracies are deep at the PM Artist Studio.
Okay, we're pulling this with a new piece of paper because this is going to be freaking awesome.
Yes.
I mean, this is going to be...
There's some tweaking, and then there's some new things happening.
Absolutely, and this is a wet one. Okie-dokie. Oh, had a little slippage there.
She does look like... Dawn says that she loves the colors that you're wearing today.
Thank you. We discussed this downstairs, and I told Mariah, I said, I do think I am a little bit bipolar, but I'm more polar than bi. She said, I don't think that's how that works. And I said, well, I think that's how it's working for me.
She does have some extremes. There's something. Oh, wow.
Look at that.
Well done.
Mo, check it out. It's our colors. Alrighty. Well, I think I've made my point here. Okay, now I have this one I really want to do something with. Just because I want to see what happens when I go over the...
Now, those of you that have come in, the point was, you can take a lot of papers that... So, here, she has kind of just the scribbly business. You can mark make. You can do whatever prior to it. You can take those Brayer offs. You can take the stamp offs. Any little piece of paper that you have around that you're like, man, I don't really know what to do with that.
Yeah. Okay.
Do some layers with the gel plate.
Absolutely. And we're going to do some purposeful pointing here. Purposeful pointing with the and this is how you get all fired up about something. And it might not necessarily even work like you want it to work, but it's it's a start.
No, I think that was done with the crayon, right?
This is done with one of the Neo 2s.
The crayon
dash.
Right, the crayon one, not the watercolor one. Or is it the watercolor?
This is the watercolor.
Okay. Yeah. I can't remember which one's which.
It's a 2. 2
are the watercolory ones. Why don't they just, aqua?
I think they do say aquel.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, some of that French stuff. I think they actually speak German. I don't know. Right? Something. I mean, there's not. You don't say, okay, I'm speaking Switzerland. Swissy. Swissy. It's Joyman. I'm just pretty sure.
She's not being rude.
I'm not being rude. Okay, so
this is one of those moments where you don't always know, but I'm letting y'all know she's not being rude. She's giving y'all information, and this is how it goes through her brain.
Yeah, that's how it works.
It's kind of like y'all saw how Izzy was talking the other day. Yeah, it's very similar. Yay me. I get to interpret it for the world.
Oh, that's just so funny.
Bye, Angela. Thanks for hanging. Hey, Dawn.
Hey, Angela, you don't want to leave yet. You don't know what's going to happen here.
She's going to watch the replay.
Okay.
She's got things to do. Hey, Marguerite says Switzerland has German and French. So, there you go.
Depends on where you are.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like, St. Martin. There's the Dutch side and the French side. Swiss German is a difficult language, Sharon says. So
yeah, they do a lot of hacking. Just saying. Okay, here we go. Exciting stuff.
It's a very interesting world we're in. Okay. Bye, Robin. Thanks for hanging. Oh, Cynthia says it's so much fun, Mariah. Her husband speaks like that. We call it Kevinese. I think that's what. I'm guessing his name is Kevin.
Okay, well, kind of missed a spot up there, but I don't think it's going to matter. Hill of beans.
Oh, you did your dot technique. Mm-hmm. I like this.
Over the top.
Hi, Lori. Hi, Anthony.
Patterned watercolor, and I'm hoping there's enough water in the color to activate some of the mark making.
Yes. Eddie would like to call this pointillism.
Pointillism.
I like this. I
Here, look at this.
All in favor say aye.
Have to add that to the vocab, Mo.
Oh, I know. And Mo, actually, I have some work to do. But if you want to throw that little addition, or because we do have poinking in there, and now we can I'll change it to poinkalism, and we can just notate. Mm-hmm.
Well,
Ooh.
it didn't smush it, but did some.
But I like the look of it. Like, it's pretty funky.
It is pretty funky, isn't it? Okay, that's great.
And some did come back off on your plate, but it was...
I see that.
Yeah.
Very
It took up a lot, is why not much.
Very interesting. Okay, now we're going to pull this. We're going to pull this with, we're going to kind of grunge it out a little bit. But I'm going to grunge it out. Okay, so I've got choices here I can go with.
Oh, Cheryl, I'm excited.
Red violet or blue violet. Was denkst du?
The darker one. Because the light, I think, is just going to get...
Orangey.
Well, I'm going to be brownie.
Well, this is going to be greeny.
Just carry on.
Carry on, Sally Forth.
Now she hasn't gotten a new phone yet. We forgot to look yesterday.
About it. It's, it's painful because the bank thinks somebody's trying to use my credit card for something else. Bless their heart. I just love that they're looking out for me.
Mm-hmm. Any major purchase is a major pain in the butt.
Get your brayer nice and lubed up.
Too loud, Eddie. I agree.
What is it?
Eddie is making sure that his notation of the naming is getting put into the,
proper
right.
Receptacle?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, receivership is everything.
Ooh, that's cool. Ethany's doing stuff with lichen and resin.
Oh!
I like it. I liking it.
I love lichen so much.
She loves lichen
I wish,
a lot.
The first time I went fishing on the Kenai River, we pitched our tent on this kind of little island thing. And it wasn't really, it had just separated from the main part of the bank. And we had to get in the raft to go across to the other side. But we did that because, number one, we were looking for
mushrooms.
No, we were looking for firewood and fallen trees and whatnot.
Okay.
And we didn't, we were just camping a couple nights, so we weren't like deforesting or anything. We didn't cut down any trees. We just used dead wood. And we came across this whole little meadow where it was just, when you walked, it was just went whoosh, whoosh with light. And oh my God, of every color imaginable. And I told Ben, I said, I wish we'd gone back at night with an ultraviolet light, because they do give off different
luminescence.
I
think that's the word. She's already done it. It's too late.
What?
Paula says she loves stroking lichen. That's not weird, right?
No.
No.
Just don't lick it, because some of it I think is toxic.
And this is coming from the lady that understands,
I watch a lot of murder mysteries, and they're always killing somebody with some weird something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I love this. I love that we've got a little bit more stuff left out here. And I'm trying to see what we've got over here. Oh, this might be interesting. Look. Or we could do this one. This one's really not very interesting paint-wise. So
yeah,
let's go ahead and do something with this.
Yes, more paint.
Okay. Well, in honoring what's on there, I'm just going to go with my blue. Blue who? This is my mixture. Airbrush added. Oh, I made some marvelous tuna fish. That's what I keep burping here. If I do say so myself. I use lots of celery. Now, I didn't have quite, I was trying to dig the dill out of the bottom of the pickle jar. But it was one of those pickle jars that has that little skinny, you know, orifice. Top of the jar business. I don't know why they just don't make all pickle jars wide mouth.
Where you can just get your whole hand in there. I mean,
where
really.
You can, you know, dig those babies out. Come on now, people.
Come on, pickle people.
Pickle people, you listening?
Maybe one day we'll get sponsored by some pickles.
Well,
we are not against pickles.
I live in hope.
This family here is they are pickle connoisseurs. There's all kinds of pickles in the refrigerator. It makes me a little crazy because
some of them
like
only have about 3 pickles.
Half jars of like 20 different pickles, and I'm like, can we combine pickles? Is this an option?
And we made her go to the bathroom and wash her mouth out. I mean, come on now. There's specific pickles. You do not put sweet pickles together with dill pickles.
Well, I understand that, but like there's a lot of different hot pickles that I'm like, obviously they're not as hot of an item. A bunch of half-eaten jars of hot pickles.
I did combine some hot pickles.
Oh, I combined some dill pickles. And they were of different brands. So there, take that. Nobody said anything.
I'm going to go downstairs and check it out.
Okay.
Through here. Look at that.
That's fabulous.
And that will have a shiny surface to it when it is dunsies. Okay, let's just bring this back over for a second. Oh, they're kind of...
That's funny, Becky.
This is some of that very lightweight paper.
Deb C says that we should feature a pickle of the week. It should become a thing.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Peas pickle picks.
I really like the hot, sweet pickles.
They also, like, you should also look at the amount of sugar that's in those pickles.
I don't know why that should concern me. It hasn't in the past.
I like pickles. I like plain pickles, like dill pickles.
This just needs a little...
And I like them to be crunchy. I don't like those squishy ones.
That's all it is. It's just yellow and that's all.
Paula's is for the pickle of the week. Maybe a pickle of the month. Because a pickle of the week, that's 52, y'all.
Yeah, that's a lot of pickles.
That's a heck of a lot of pickles.
I don't know that.
We don't know about that many pickles.
What the heck? This isn't... Somebody put that down here in the wrong spot. Dang it.
I really don't know what's happening in this stream. Pickle top.
That was not an altered color.
I
can tell by the viscosity.
That's legit.
It's just sitting there in little blobby, wormy.
Yeah, like paint does.
Wormy things.
Unaltered. There you go. That's altered.
Salt and pepper that baby. And I'm removing this because look at this. Isn't this wonderful?
Thank you, Marguerite.
Might one more little swipe down this side, maybe. Yeah, okay. Talk myself into it.
Okay. Good job. Glad somebody's working things out over there.
Now, this kind of looks like my tomato bisque soup. I don't know why. I'm just, I'm really...
I do like a movie pickle.
Okay, we've got to break this up, folks, because this is just...
yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Too much orange.
That was a mixture of the ketchup and mustard.
Did you notice my arm? I showered today, and that booger right there, I don't know what it is, but
blue.
It didn't come off.
It's blue.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Well...
Oh, no.
I scrubbed at it a little bit, and I was afraid that, I was going to abrade my...
But we do use it in things.
Sensitive skin.
Mm-hmm. Pickle juice. We use it for stuff.
Yeah.
We don't drink it, though.
I do know that people do.
Yeah, there are people that do that. No.
And people that freeze it and make,
yeah, pickle
bars.
Pops. Pickle pops.
Pickle pops. Pop me a pickle.
Pop me a pickle, please. Mm-hmm. Oh, well done.
Oh, yes. Love that. Just enough out there to kind of make it a little bit.
Yeah, the bubbles. The bubbles came through.
Ah, love it.
And they're puckering.
Puckering. puckering. Well, we're going to give this a swoop this way, and then we're going to go ahead and give it another one when we
Oh, wonderful, Emma.
pull it off of here.
Oh, I don't know about cocktails.
About what?
The pickles for cocktails. Although I do like the little corn. Oh, I love the Cornish ones. The little pickles. Very, very fond of those. I like the crunch of them. I like the taste of them, but not all Cornish pickles, because there's some off brands that are poop.
They're smushy.
Yeah, and they got a weird. I don't know what they put something else in there that didn't need to be in there, like like herb wise.
Look at this. So beautiful. I'll bring that back.
Anyway, I do like it like in a Bloody Mary. Like if you go to New Orleans, they have the kind of crazy ones with all the like a lot of things in them, like shrimp and all sorts of things. But that's pretty good.
It's kind of a meal.
Yeah. Exactly.
You can eat your drink.
I loved sweet pickles as a kid. Remember that? Like I was obsessed with them.
I like bread and butter pickles a lot.
Oh, I do kind of like those sometimes. But again, sugar. Not good. Yeah. And is it Cornish or Cornishans? Cornishans?
Cornichon.
Yeah. See, Eddie wrote it out, and that made me think I didn't say it right. Yeah. But see, they knew what I was talking about. Good job, y'all.
Yeah, good job.
Hello, not afraid of color.
Just picking up a little bit.
Oh, they have sugar-free ones. Okay. Like that. Very nice. Remember, this is Tweak It Tuesday. She's tweaking things, y'all.
I'm tweaking them. Tweak.
Thank you.
Okay, look at this. Okay. Now we're going to go with a whole new plan.
World.
We're going to bring in the ones that I have added.
Oh, yes. Very nice, Darcy.
Okay, these have watercolor crayons on them. So what we're going to do here is we're going to spray the surface of and of course it has some mucky muck on there. We don't care about that.
Yeah.
It's kind of a good color too.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if is our spray bottle on the cart, Mariah?
Yeah, on the top here. They're kind of empty-ish. I've been using them. Do you want me to go fill it up? Well, that's enough to get you what you need.
That's probably.
Don't. And this is the spitter. It's the llama one.
I think that's exactly what we needed.
Because the little thing got messed up. So it just... Hi, Mac.
All right, you ready?
Well, it's doing things. Leaving things.
Leaving things and doing things. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put that back down, and I'm going to do a little bit. Because, see, you can see how it's coming through the paper.
Yeah, once it soaks in, it'll spread a bit more and hopefully be more noticeable.
And give us more cool effects.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping.
And welcome to those of you that have come in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back, because that's how we know that you are here. Give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. You know what to do down there, and that, subscribe it, like ring some bells, do some notifications. We do this 4 times a week. 4.
F-O-U-R. Not F-O-R-E.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes you need to do that.
Sometimes we want to know what for.
Or for, ooh. Bonk.
Or...
All right, look at that. I mean, I think that's looking spectacular. Don't know that it's necessarily, what. All right, we're going to try the mister.
This is the spritzer, not the spitter.
Spritzer, not the spitter.
It's funny stuff. All right, you got one. You got 50 minutes. We're gonna go 50 minutes.
Okay, I'm glad that you're keeping me, because I do want to talk about.
I know you have some other things.
The project.
The project.
Now, do I think I have enough wet out there? I don't know. It just doesn't seem like I've got quite enough wet. Give it another little. Okay, I'm going to put these out here so I can remember to fill them up. This is ridiculous.
It is
like going to a gunfight with two bullets.
Maybe we just one. Maybe none.
Full magazine. You should always go with a full magazine. That's what my Marine Ooh.
What is that?
I don't know.
Well, it made you recoil, so like,
I mean, like it's a snake. Look.
Yeah. Is it paint?
Don't think so.
There you go. That's some business. She needs to put it off to the side so it can think about itself and figure out exactly what it's doing. Love that edge.
I know, and I've still got some good stuff out here. Okay, so I'm going to put that aside. And let's see, this is kind of non-committal. We'll just picking up a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Moving it around. Composing as we go.
So remember, what created that situation was that she had put the Neo color, the watercolor ones. She'd done things on it, you know, like scribble business. And then with enough water and convincing, things got to moving. Love that.
Yeah, that really, okay, that came out really, really nice.
Hi, Peggy.
Okay, so
Hi,
I've got some runny spots here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a flop and see if I can't disperse those a little more rather than just in that.
Are these for your project that you have in mind, or is this is Tweak It Tuesday business?
This is Tweak It Tuesday business.
Nothing in mind necessarily.
That happened last night when I really wanted to start on my project, which I'm going to talk about.
This was busy work.
Any minute now. This is just to keep me engaged and to thinking about stuff. You do have a moment of finiteness here where, you know, it no longer giveth or receiveth.
It's done.
Done. Okay. Those are just lovely. Now we've got one more here that we want to see what we can do. And this has already had some water added to it. I did come in and add some little white business. And I think I'm going to
Was that a brayer off in the middle, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
The brayer off in the middle. And then...
Hi, Brenda.
Take the crayons...
Bye, Yanka.
...here and add a little bit more on top of... You know, because I think that one of the things about it is that you get...
Oh, that's a bold move. Oh, because you said that you had put some water on there.
I did put some water on them. And at this point, you know, you can kind of do a bit of rearranging of your colors.
Carla, they're over there.
What?
Yeah, under the thing. She has misplaced something. Oh, definitely, Becky. She has a neurographic drawing that turned out less than fantastic, and she's going to print over it.
There you go. I just wish these came in a few more. I mean, I'm sure you can get a bigger set.
Yeah, you can.
I kind of, you know, would like for mine to have more. But, yeah, it's okay.
You want all the colors.
Well, I do have all of the colors. I just would like two purples. You know? And I just have this, the yellow is, I either have this one or this other one. And, you know, I mean, I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I did start off as a brayer off, not anything, you know,
to write home about.
Yeah, so now she just did this quilted scribble business, and then she did it, and now she's doing it again because she had put water on it. That's why it looked sort of subdued.
So we're just amping it up a little bit. And you're going to be able to really see, you know, what happens with and how it
Mm. Oh, we had crazy rain last night. I mean, like 2 or 3 times woke me up.
Okay, that looks pretty good, right?
Mm-hmm. You got one spot right behind. Yep.
Just add a little bit more, you know, because that was kind of bright.
Yes, Emma. She's going to put this one on the plate as well.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to need some, I don't know, maybe I'll just...
I think you've got plenty.
Combine these, the spitter and the...
Sprayer.
Sprayer.
Well, yeah, that must be what was here last night. Heading your way.
Okay, we're going to go with more. We're going to go with spitter.
Hey, Betsy. Betsy, did you get your stuff? Oh, what did Sandy say? Oh, Sandy uses the baby wipes to blend them.
Oh.
That's a good idea. Hello, Sandra.
I can see how that would work really well. Especially if you're doing it over paint. Now, if you're using the baby wipes on paper,
you can get balled up.
You know, do some.
Yeah.
Creating some dingle balls that are not necessarily
Hello,
desirable.
Terry.
I have to be careful because this is very wet paper.
That's awesome. And then you get the stuff to, you know, that's left behind.
Yeah, so it's kind of a double.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. And what am I trying to say here? Now that you've gotten that wet, it kind of seals it in. Is that correct? With the Neos,
this is correct.
Are they like the ink tents in that way where they don't?
I am thinking so.
They don't keep moving.
I don't know that for sure.
Okay.
We should, you know.
Hey, y'all. I know y'all know.
That.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure there are quite a few folks here in the chat that know.
Because there are people there who, you know, told me all about this stuff. All right, I'm going to leave this on here. This is sort of rainbowy, dirty rainbows.
Hello, Diane.
West Texas, that's what we have. We have dirty rainbows in West Texas.
Yeah, I know that's right.
That's because
there's cow poop.
The dirt blows at the same time as rain.
It's cow poop in the air.
Pardon me. All right, how much time do I have left?
You have 40 minutes.
Well, that's a lot of time. I need to do something else because I don't think I need as much time
to discuss your project.
We might, okay. Yeah, it might be an early day.
That's fine.
Because I don't know how long it's going to take, and I've got lots of things to show you.
Yeah, I mean, you can chitter-chatter about some things.
God knows. And I've got things. Okay, so I'm going to get this basket out here.
She's even got a basket just stuffed underneath there. Did y'all know that? Look at that basket.
And it has a little tag on it, and this just cracks me up. Okay.
Where was that basket?
It was underneath my back over here, and I had to dig it out.
Oh.
So here are the things that are in here. Strike pins, wall plugs, small hangers, tack pins, 2 flat-headed wood screws, small thin nails, small Altoid tin with assorted.
Running out of space. Wrap it up.
Currier and Ives tin with assorted stuff. Okay, well, here's a little Altoid. You know, I told you. And here's some nails. And then here is the little thing that I knew I had all along. I knew I
thought
had.
they're tins. Y'all thought we were, you know, I don't know if y'all knew that we were serious about this. Speaking of which, we will be giving away the Valentine 10. You know, the pillow 10.
We may still be looking for those pin backings, but I did find some other things that I was looking for. You know, that's kind of the way it goes. But I've got to show you this one because I think this is just going to... But look at that little heart box there.
I've had that for ever. That was mine.
It was, but you probably put it in the recycle.
I don't know about that. No, like I've had that since I was a kid-ish.
Yeah. Oh, I just, because I knew you just muck it up or leave it someplace. Or
that was a muck it up, by the way. Just wanted to clarify.
Muck it up. Yeah. Okay. Do other people have
Do y'all have these
around
things?
The house that, you know, has one of these things? And here's some stars that got
upon ours. Why is it attached to the thing?
I don't know. It's a good question. But I
really feel very exposed that you were showing this sort of thing.
She feels like we're, you know, showing off our underwear.
I really do. Like, this makes me uncomfortable.
Okay, so the reason I had this down here is because when we lived in Freona, the hardware store there sold these. And they were like $0.25 a piece. Flathead wood screw. So that was important that, you know.
That's why it was listed on the tag.
And here's a little piece of magnet that has some stuff stuck to it. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, in various states of, you know, tetanus.
These are those little things, I think, that you put on the end of things so that you don't electrocute yourself if you touch live wires. Everybody needs some of those.
I'm happy you can recognize what all these little objects are.
And now here, this is a really cool thing. I don't know what it is, but I think it's cool. It's got numbers on it.
Oh, I can tell you what it is. Because it's missing something, I think. Because it needs the little string and whatever.
It's had some rough treatment.
Yeah, but it's to weigh things. It should have like a little thingy on it.
Maybe that's what...
I think it's not all there.
It says inches. It's a gap tool.
Never mind. I was wrong.
That's
to measure your gap.
Know what that is, but I did pull a few things out of here that I may use. Here's one of those things that you pound in the wall. And there's a pretty heavy duty screw.
Oh, good God. Yeah, Miss Pat says she has 3 drawers of things, random stuff like this. She used a different word. I just want you to know. That's why we hang out with Diane.
But isn't that just precious, just wonderful?
Oh, we have drawers of these things. I have bags of these things. Brad and I, every time we move, we end up with a box full of these sorts of things because you don't want to throw it away because you're like, oh my God, like that was the, you know, screw for this thing, or, you know, we weren't really sure what the thing was for, but it seems important because we kept it.
Oh, here. Well, and I have to talk to you about this, but I've got jars in here that have pins for jewelry. And the reason these are big is because when I move, I have to take all the pins off of all of them, because if you don't, and you put the things on top of each, it bends the pins over and runs them, and you can't use them anymore. Right. Because when you put them on the thing, they flop over like this. Yeah. But I've got 2 of those. Oh,
it's a thing to gauge spark plugs. Gaps.
Oh, well, there you go.
She just thought it was cool and kept it.
I think I found it on the ground. That's why it's kind of roughed up. Okay, so remember I was talking about earring backs? Well, I found those, and I found a lot of my little copper wires that I had, which I was very happy about that, because the gauge wire that I have over here, and yeah, that. And I have, and look, and I used to sell my stuff, and it was when I was in Texas.
She's doxing herself. Her
Trish.
From the way back.
Clever little. I don't know what other kind of things in here, but
I made those. I designed those cards for her.
She did, and I loved them. And I've got some Asian-looking people down in the bottom here. Oh, that's kind of cool looking.
Do y'all do this? I'm sure you do. I mean, if you've got little tins and things, I'm sure you're... Did you make that?
Yeah.
How did you make that?
I have Yeah, but I'm sure that I must have because it looks like me.
I feel like this is me.
And I don't know what these are. I bought these someplace. This was 59 cents. And this was
It's your photograph.
$1.20.
Mm.
Probably bought it for the frame.
The mats.
Yeah, the matte frame. Y'all know what I mean.
Yeah. Good
All right,
gosh.
this is not going back in here. Yeah, these are prints, Mariah.
Well,
When we
how
were
did
doing
they end up
printing-
in? But how did they end up in there?
Well, that's a good question. We don't know how a lot of things happen.
A
Oh
stuffer.
my God!
The
Look
stuffer.
at this. Look at this. Here's all of my little See, I told you it was going to take a little longer than we all thought it was.
And you still didn't find the thing you were looking for, but that's okay. We're entertained. I am. I mean, after I'm horrified, but
these are from fortune cookies.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to read them to you. Should have saved this for Thursday, but oh.
We can thought some more on Thursday.
It says, wit is the salt of conversation, not the food.
Oh, so don't be overly.
Yeah, don't salt too much.
Mm-hmm.
You should be pleased with answers you are given now. Boy, that's setting yourself up for something, isn't it?
Yeah, something.
I don't know what happened to this one, but it got kind of mussed up there. It says, now here's the numbers and the thing are on the same side. This, here, Mariah, can you read that?
I don't know. Oh, good gosh. The only way to have a friend is to be one.
Oh, shucky darns, that's a good one.
Mm.
You will soon have the opportunity to improve your finances.
She's still waiting for that one. I wish there was a date on that. That would be hilarious.
This is a good one,
Okay.
too. For a good cause, wrongdoing may be virtuous. We should put that on the back of one of your hearts, Mariah.
We should.
And I don't know what this lovely little piece of paper is in here, but it's very nice. Okay. You will be invited to a small gathering with lots of spicy conversation. That's pretty specific.
Yeah, it seems like today. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Look at that. And they're all kept in their little thing here. I know why I had this. I wanted you to laminate it.
Okay.
It's when we went to the museum in Seattle.
Oh.
Remember?
Some of that.
Some of it?
I drank a lot.
Yeah, I know she did. Mariah doesn't go to see the museums or anything cultural. She just goes to
Drink and eat.
drink and eat.
Used to.
Okay, I think that's about it of interest here. Up down to the bottom. Oh no, here, look at these. These have a wonderful story.
What is that?
Little pieces of, I thought that they were beads.
Oh, they're just little pieces of metal.
They're just little squares.
Oh, ingots or...
Yeah, heavy duty.
Well, what kind of metal is it? Do you know?
Brass.
Brass?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can melt it down, you know.
Yeah.
In our
All right.
raku pit.
Yeah. I'll just keep these out and I might do something with those. Put them in with my paper clip over here. It's, not really.
Oh, see, Michelle, with what else? She keeps the favorite fortunes and she writes the date on them. I do keep them. I don't date them. And I used to, have them, it's so funny, throughout the years, even when I worked at other places or whatever, I'd always have fortunes, taped to my monitor.
Oh, well, we have fortunes taped to the...
Mm-hmm. Eddie says, let's get down to the brass tacks.
They're not tacks, they're cubes, Eddie.
Yeah, brass cubes.
Send you something you can sit on them.
They're pokey.
Now, do you see how neatly all that fits in there?
Mm-hmm. But you still haven't found the clip that you're looking for.
No. But I have eliminated some of the possibilities.
Okay, very good.
That's always...
Are we still going to talk through the whole thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm fixing to get it for you because I did pull some things out.
Hi,
of it.
Sophia.
Pull something out. Oh, look, there's my address in Briona and my phone number.
Mm-hmm.
precious.
None of that applies any longer. Please don't show up there. We don't know who lives there.
We don't. But Sister Susie said the house looked very nice. I mean, the outside, the grounds.
Yeah.
It didn't look like it used to look. But all right, I want to show you these side by side because do you see? This was like in the back of my brain.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what happened later. But look at that.
She's in love with this. I don't know if y'all have noticed how many times she has shown this micaceous
gosh, you've got me messed up. Conundrum. Carborundum. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Which is like micaceous.
Micaceous. All right, so y'all watched Mariah do her beautiful.
And if you haven't, you should.
Yes.
We had lots of fun yesterday.
Go back. Oh, it was. And it was just one of those seminal moments that just a bunch of things in my brain just went bing, 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 and continued on until 2 a.m. this morning. Bing, bing, bingy. And anyhow.
What's really cool about this flower here is that it's made out of leather.
It is.
And her friend that made her hat
turn it over on the other side and you'll really be able to see the suede. I don't know how she makes it do this. I mean, I really don't.
Yeah, I don't understand the technique. It's like really thin. It's very thin. And almost like run through you know how we do the embossing.
I don't know. But her name is Sandugash Salamova. And she lives in Anchorage, Alaska. She is a seamstress super ordinaire. She has designed costumes for young women who were trying out for Miss World or whatever.
Miss World. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know.
We're going to go with that because I like that. That's funny.
Yeah, you know, they're ethnic costumes.
Mm-hmm.
Ethnic derived costumes.
Yeah.
But anyhow, I've been with her when we were so excited we would find an old leather jacket or something and that's what this is made from. And you can see on the back it's got a clip and a pin. This is what I'm looking for. I have a whole bag of these someplace. I just don't know where they are right now. Okay? So I thought, well, I don't have leather to do that with. And so then I got to thinking, well, what if, because remember how I made the stems with the dowel rod? And I was thinking, okay, if I had a larger, taller base, I could wrap the tissue around it and scrunch it down and then make the petals out of that. And I still think that might work. But the problem is I don't know how it would hold its shape. But then I got to thinking about aluminum foil. And what if you would do that and then you would stuff the aluminum foil down inside of the tube that you're going to be creating.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could form the petals very carefully and glue them.
And it's kind of like the Boursin and cheese flowers. Remember we did those?
Yes.
Somebody has one of those. I think we kept one and one. I don't know where it went. It used to be right up there.
And we put alcohol ink on them, and it's not a good thing because it
flaked off.
It flakes off. It's very sad, but it flakes off. So anyhow,
But I got some cool videos for those.
That is one thing I was thinking. One possibility was to do that with the stem technique. That was not one of them. Okay, this is one.
Yeah. Hold it up and then, let them see it from the side. And then Mo did put the flower book playlist there. So, like, you know, if you're looking for something to do over the weekend or whatever, there's quite a few videos. You can fast forward through them.
Yeah. And see, that's one. This is one too. Just depends on how much you pull them out, that how straight they are. But what's lovely about them is you can bend them.
Yeah, because it's kind of like, you know, whenever in woodworking where they notch it and then you can bend.
Yeah.
It's sort of that kind of concept of it makes something that is straight more like a Gaussian curve is really like
yeah. There you go. Wow, your father would be so proud of you. He's cheering and doing a little dance up there. Okay, so then I got to thinking about this, and I thought, well, one of the things.
What is this? Oh, this is that mask thing.
This is This is a mask, and I did this with my kids in junior high. And actually, I think it might have even been with the GT kids with Jan, where they were doing.
Oh, really?
They were doing special investigative reporting about different cultures, and so they needed an artifact.
I don't remember that.
I don't. It was too long ago. But anyway, I don't know if this was that instance. But what I did is I took aluminum foil and I crumpled it and made it into the form that you see here. Then I went ahead and paper mache over that existing.
Right, which then held the.
Yeah, I mean, no go anywhere.
Yeah.
So then I thought, well, I could do that with the petals. Use like the tissue paper.
Yeah.
Just regular carnival tissue paper. And form it into the petals with the aluminum foil. And then use the tissue paper that I've created with, say, a long haul or something to go over the top of it to create the color and the sort of texture of the petal. Then I thought, well, okay, so then here I found this thing, and I'm pretty sure that this is a washer, but I've been watching this show called Leverage. You all know about that?
It's an old show.
No, this was DNA. Okay, I'm watching DNA. It's an old show too. It's from the 90s. But these people were poisoned and they couldn't figure out how they were poisoned. And so they thought, well, it's got to be either something that everybody, because they were all like, had been subjected to it. So it was something that they all ingested. The only commonality was the water. And they looked at the bottles and everything and they, tested the bottles. Then they started looking a little closer at the lids and they could see a hole. But they tried to poke it with the needle and the needle wouldn't go through the plastic. But it does if you heat it. So what I was thinking about this, for this middle part of the flower here, is if I would do a needle hole around here and create this sort of a wreath.
Yeah.
Then I could take and use that really fine copper wire.
Yeah.
To loop the bead through and create that effect in the middle.
I love that.
And then on the back side here, we've got this little smooth disc, which I don't know where Sunday got that. I mean,
could be a bottle cap.
It's not a bottle cap, but it looks really nice. And
right.
What I thought is take a bottle cap and bend all these over so they're not picking up and poking you.
Which, by the way, we also have those button things. Remember? We could dig those out of there. That's mixed in with the other stuff. The little, jewel thing.
Oh, yeah. That would be a good idea. We'll have to find those. And some of them are padded a little bit. That would be good too. So that's what I'm thinking of. And then I have bees. I just, I'll have to get to them.
Well, and I even have some that, look.
That we can use. And we won't know what color of beads we want to use until we get finished because of, there's some mighty fine. Oh, yeah, those are.
I don't know why I have those particular ones in that jar, but.
Well, don't let Izzy get a hold of them.
No,
I need some of these. I'll just keep that over here. Okay. The thing I'm looking for right now, and I know somewhere, and also buttons that,
we know where the buttons are.
The buttons you can use as a thing. They're just feeding the wire through the center of the buttons. That always works.
And Becky says that either in April or May, the swap will be flowers.
Oh.
So it's good that we're, showing
Yeah,
people
well,
something.
this is coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, in a timely manner. Okay. Anyhow, I'm just trying to think why there's that hole there. Might have had it on, I know what I had it on a stick. That was just
Oh, I kind of remember that. And then you made one of your little holder things.
Yeah. One of my holder things.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so there's that. And
now she's going to be doing some of the reason that she's talking through a lot of this right now is that she's going to prep some of this.
Yes, because I don't think watching me fumble around with aluminum foil is terribly interesting. And I don't know exactly how that's going to work. So I do want to at least, I don't want to look like a complete idiot.
She already did that last week.
Yeah, I try to keep it to once a month.
She's done that in February.
Yeah, I've already been there, done that. We're moving on. I do want to do a little experimenting with this to see if this is going to work. I do want to try both methods.
Right.
To see which one I think is going to lend itself. And, here's the thing, because Mariah was thinking
so yeah, Rhonda's interested in seeing a little demonstration of the foil stuff. And I think what will happen, even if she does do things off camera, she'll have a little demonstration of the process.
Yes, definitely. And I'll be a little more...
sure.
I won't be so fumbly and hesitant and go off on tirades because I think of something else. I'll try to keep focused. Pardon me. All this talking.
I know, I got a little... there's just, I don't know, weird things happening in the air.
No, it's because you had the heat on, I think. We don't have it on upstairs. It just comes up. That's what's lovely about living on the second floor is you never have to turn your heat on because the people down below.
Yeah.
Heat comes up. Rises.
Mm-hmm.
Hot stuff rises.
That's right.
Okay. Now, what else? I had that seemed like there was something else.
Oh, listen, Jean says you could use felt.
You could use felt.
We only have gray. Well, there's some other colors too, but they're not very interesting.
Here's the problem with that. I would like for that's kind. I think that felt would work if you wanted a certain look. I want mine to be a little bit more ethereal, more...
Well, and to hold some form, and that's where the foil is going to come into place. But see, the foil needs something. So what you do with the foil is that's your molding.
Remember how I did bracelets?
Yes.
When I molded the bracelets into around the core of the...
Right. It allows you to sculpt it.
Yes.
Then you need something to put on top of the foil because the foil does not hold over time or...
No, I mean,
especially if you're going to wear it.
If I set a book on this, it's not going to do anything.
Right. Because the paper ended up...
solidifying.
Right. Because you've paper mache'd it.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the whole idea is that the foil will create the structure or the form and then paper over it.
Is going to give it more of a
right
surface texture, hopefully, kind of like this, where it's each petal is its own little world, and that's what I think is so lovely about this. When I look at this and I just think, I don't know, I treasure this flower so much.
Oh yeah, people were oohing and ahhing at the flower,
and the fact that it was made from an old suede jacket.
Yeah, that is so cool.
And numerous, and I and it still has that suede feel in certain places, but in other places I'm not sure what she's done, but you can see the back, very suede. Yeah,
suede.
And so the one side has been treated, but see how when she turns the leaf or turns the petal, that you have that different quality. And yeah, so basically that's where I am with this. if you've done something similar or have ideas.
She says that she's done felt that could be stiffened to be molded. She uses wool, like felting.
Oh, felting. Yes.
Not felt necessarily.
I see. Now, I was thinking the kind that you buy at the craft store that comes in sheets. No, felting. Yes.
That is not a skill set we have.
That isn't. It is something that I would definitely be interested in learning, but I think it's a hands-on, you got to be there. I've watched people do it.
We've done the thing with the foil. Sort of.
I feel a whole lot more comfortable about that.
Yeah.
I love the felting that people get but I want to go to a workshop where I sit down with these people and we're doing that.
Yeah.
So that, when I have questions or whatever concerns.
I don't want to go to a workshop. I think we need to bring people here and have one-on-one.
Well, is there a budget up for that? Or we could do a reciprocity thing.
Maybe.
You know anybody out there in the area?
Local felters?
Felters that would like to
come and hang out on PM Artist Studio?
Get a little exposure. I don't know. They probably don't need to. They already have their audience built in.
They're like, yeah.
Yeah, these were from our lino prints the same time we did our fish. Remember the fish? You came to Friona once and we just spent the whole weekend in my classroom.
Yes.
And I don't know what happened to those.
That is very sad.
It makes me sad every time I think about it.
Yes. Who was with me? What did I come from Lubbock or did I come from Dallas?
No, it was when I was still teaching in Friona.
Right.
But I do think that you came for the weekend from Dallas.
Huh.
Because you spent the weekend with me and that's what we did.
Right.
We spent it at the school doing artsy stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we made a ton of prints, and some of the only ones I have left are the fishes, and these right here.
Yeah.
I know. Say la vie, don't get rid of your stuff. And I don't know where it ended up. But it does make me kind of sad because I think we had some kind of cool designs.
Yeah. And I loved doing that stuff because I did that even in high school. I wasn't as good then, but I'd learned something then.
No, that's what I mean when I say it all culminates. It comes together.
I know that's right. Okay, well, I love this plan. I'm very excited about it, and we'll be back here on Thursday to. She'll probably have some done.
I will have some things done. I don't know how much, and I'm going to, and even some of these papers. But when the other thing is when I curled the edges of Mariah's card to put it in that made me think about the petals.
Yeah. Here before we head out, because I just kind of had this thought, and I think that it's worth having, had said it out loud because I'll probably forget. If you do some of your tissues or grab your tissue papers, adhere that to the foil.
Oh, just glue it down to the foil. And then
start to shape it.
I think you might be right. Rather than crinkle the shape and try to fit the foil. Yes.
Yeah. I think that's a winner right there. All right, my friends.
And I even think if you were to use something like, bending it over this and shaping the...
Yeah, and then you can even use like your little, your chopstick or the other thing to create any kind of veiny things or curl it up smaller. I think that would be.
But now
cool.
here's a problem. Once we get it to that stage, we then need to come over with a layer of tissue and glue to make it stay there.
Perhaps, yeah.
So I don't think you want to use your final color of tissue in that initial stage.
No, just think of it again. So this is, utilizing the skill sets that you already have would be like, think about it in you know, that first coating, like when you do an oil painting, you block out the areas. You have those color blocks. And so think about the prints that or the tissue papers that you're going to use, softer, lighter colors, but with some interest. So you're already adding depth to what you have going on there. Plus, it's a good surface to start with to probably add some other technique to. And if you kept them, so you cut them out into the flower shapes, you could even gel print them kind of as you go a little bit.
Somewhat, but also the new stuff, the jar stuff, the watercolor.
Yeah, so
if we were to paint that on, then we could individually add
watercolor it too.
Watercolor to it.
Oh, I think that's a fabulous idea.
Well, as you can see, this is one of those processes where we're starting with Jell-O.
Mm-hmm.
And we're kind of just, you know, letting it sit up a little bit and then, you know, thawing it out a little bit.
Yeah, and any of you, and any of y'all watching in replay, or if you want to come back and leave some comments down below, thoughts on
what your ideas are, or what you've experienced, or etc.
We're for it, because this is that time. This is the beginning of a project that it's just in that idea stage, where obviously we have some leads, but nothing concrete quite yet.
Oh, and even the leaves. We're gonna have leaves also.
Oh, of course we are. So
of course we're gonna have leaves.
Gear up, y'all. Flower brooches.
Oh, I forgot. We've got to talk about the sarcophagus for your flower box.
Oh, because okay, so here, real quick, one more thing. Just one more thing. Hey, we still got 9 minutes.
6.
Y'all block out this time, I'm sure. So my brooch clip, hidden paper clip turned, you know, accessory. It's just feeling a little sad that it doesn't like have a home, because I was thinking about, like, I can't put it in the book because it's gonna get squished, and then that's why I have, you know, and sorry, it's downstairs because I photographed it, but the postcard is kind of the homage to all the bits and pieces that went into it. It'll go into the book. It's fine. Everything's flat on it, or can be flat.
Without, yes.
Right. But the paper clip, it's kind of like it needs its own little home or book or whatever. And then P's like, well, we need to make it a box. And so a box might be coming for that, but I don't know.
I think a matchbox. I think I can make one.
Just a smaller little slide out box, but it fits that. I think that would be awesome.
And what you could do is you could take a picture of it and glue that on the top. So, you know, when you're storing it, you'll know immediately that that's... Glue it on the top, the picture of it.
Or I could use the other pieces to decorate the box.
There's always that.
I kind of like that idea. Anyway, there we go. That's this is some of the conversations that we stand around and just kind of have, you know, either in the kitchen or on the stairs.
Yeah.
Hopefully y'all found that as entertaining as we do.
Absolutely.
But until then, we'll see you back here on Thursday with some thoughts and more of this project.
And some thoughts about the project. Very specific thoughting.
Very specific thoughting. Till then.
Love you.
Like a
long haul.
Bye, guys.
Bye.